Hey, what's up, everybody? Oxidize bringing you another solo PvE build for all the newer players out there, really raring, getting to go, trying to get the most high testosterone gameplay out there. Today we're doing Clarent Blade. Clarent Blade, I would consider the best PvE sword out there. The carving sword is also very, very good, but the carving sword is pretty expensive. A tier 4 carving or Clarent Blade's like 4K, which I think you can really afford. Now, with that being said, it's a very difficult build for new players, but I tried to make it as cheap as possible, as best as possible, with giving you a few high dollar options here. So let's get into the build real quick. I'm gonna show you the new player build, and then once you start getting a little bit more money, what I recommend you start going to when you want to start blowing your load on fat stacks. What? Anyway, so nice and simple. The Clarent Blade is a very, very big AoE weapon. At tier 4, you do not have access to parrying strike. When you start leveling up swords, I would recommend taking parrying strike when you get there, because it's just a very good all-around ability. It's super good. But for the meantime, I recommend going Iron Will. Actually, Iron Will let you get your heroic charges up faster, which allows your E to do more damage a lot quicker, allows you to do more damage, have more attack speed, more movement speed, helps you really boost your clear speed, having more heroic strikes, or heroic charges, mind you. And then the deep cuts is all you need almost every single time. There's some unique situations where you want to maybe turn on toughness, but don't worry about it. This build's gonna look very familiar because it's a very just good melee weapon type of build. But a Scholar Cowl for the energy shield, which gives you energy for each hit you take, along with magic resistance on up there. Magic and melee as well. Yeah, physical and magic, so that's good stuff too. Mercenary jacket for Bloodlust. Bloodlust is really good with the Clarent Blade because you do end up doing a lot of AoE damage, so it allows you to get a lot of health back. It's awkward. Hellion Jacket's really good as well, but Hellion Jacket is so expensive. So eventually, if you get to enough money to get Hellion Jacket, that's way better. But Mercenary Jacket will do just fine. I like Soldier Boots as a cheap option because it gives you the Wanderlust, gives you a move speed increase by 10%, up to 16 seconds, up to 8 stacks. So you get to 80% movement speed for 8 seconds at the very end of the stacks. Try it out. It's really, really good. I enjoy doing it that way. The Mistcaller, a tier 4 Mistcaller right now is about 11,000 silver. Which I was like, I like this better than the Torch. That all the Torch does is gives you a little bit more attack speed, which swords don't really use a ton of attack speed. I like Mistcaller because it allows you to get your Q quicker, allows you to get your W off quicker, allows you to get your E off quicker. So I like using the Mistcaller here, but it's something I want you to kind of try out for yourself. Try the Mistcaller out by default. Maybe try out the Torch. Torches are cheaper and they're okay. They're not my favorite thing in the world. And then finally, a normal Adept's Cape. I'm gonna go through, also food and potions. Stew and get you a tier 5 fish. I actually, funny story on this one. I had a tier 5 fish. I had to eat it because someone was challenging me. Someone didn't know who I was and was challenging me to take on this dungeon. So I had to, show him who's quicker. I kicked his ass and now we're here. So it is what it is. But get you also some kind of fish for regen, for health regen in between battles, help you kind of clear it faster. Always bring like some kind of stew. Always bring poison with you because you never know we're gonna run into that gold chest boss and you want to be able to kill it. That's what you save your stew and your poison potions for. Okay. I'm gonna clear a few mobs here to show you the power of this build alone, and then I want to kind of talk about the changes you can make once you make more money. Okay, but right here, I think this is some good stuff here. Now you might not see me lose health here because I'm like a god, but we'll see what happens. So you always W. You see when you W, you get the extra heroic charge, which allows you. And look at him melt. Now I do have a lot of spec inside of. Here you go. I'm gonna take damage on purpose here. Okay, those are. I don't want to take that damage because it's a stun. I'm gonna take damage on purpose so I can show you the powerfulness of Bloodlust here. Okay, this is probably good enough. So I'm gonna tap on Bloodlust and then we Q E, and you see how the big AoE on Clarent Blade really allows you to get your health back pretty quick here. It's good stuff. Always use your D. Always use your D, which is your energy shield when you need more mana. Even don't forget to use your energy shield when you need the extra survivability as well. It's a shield. That's okay. We're only in a tier. We're in a tier 5 yellow dungeon, by the way. Okay. So that's the power of this build, clearing mobs. Okay, there should be a boss in here. I wanted to show you the boss as well. See if we can just skip all these guys. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Yeah, there's a boss in here as well. This boss should go down pretty easily. So I want to show you the power of the build with the boss. And then we'll officially talk about the other switches that you can do once you get a little bit better at the game. So you see me using it there. Ooh. All right, Bloodlust. Time to do some work here. This is a really good fight for parrying strike, by the way. Also, okay, hold on. I got this fight. No, we're completely good. All right, and then you want to like throw that on her. Man, I really hate how she's like in her own little goop right now. Wow, she's not leaving out of it either. So I'm using energy shield there defensively. And GG's boys. If you thought I was gonna go down, you were wrong. I knew I was in control the entire time. See what kind of loot we get. Oh, dude, little excellent cape there, not bad. Okay, let's talk about the switch-ins. If you want to keep this build, you're like, hey, I like this build. The energy's fine. The extra scholar cal's fine. This is the sustains there. Yeah, grab you a Thetford cape. A Thetford cape, if you don't know what it does, it just every 15 seconds, your normal attack will do an extra 187 magic damage up to 4 enemies. All it's gonna do is really increase. So here, honestly, I can show you like right here. All it's gonna do is do a little bit extra damage to the enemy. So you see that right there? It's not much. Just know it's literally every 15 seconds that it goes off. So it makes a huge difference. So give it a shot for yourself. We're just gonna run away from that fight because it's not really worth our time. Okay. Now we get into the more expensive things. Well, Guardian Helmet's not expensive, but Guardian Helmet has a really good emergency heal for 10% of your max HP, remove any damage over time effects for you and allies. Who cares about your allies? You're doing this solo. So if you need more sustain, I recommend going Guardian Helmet. If you do want to go the Guardian Helmet route, in my opinion, take a look at Stalker Jacket. Stalker Jacket, still not that expensive, but more expensive than the Mercenary Jacket. What this does adds an electric field, dealing 59 damage twice per second to enemies around you for 8 seconds. Ton of damage, ton of AoE damage. Now, the issue with a build like this is that there's no energy. So I would switch to Limhurst Cape, which activates when you get below 40% energy and restores energy for 10 seconds. It's really good, you know. Oh, for the boots, soldier boots are completely fine. You know, you can use soldier boots all day, every day, but eventually you want to upgrade to demon boots because of the vengeful sprint. Especially when you start getting into the red zone, vengeful sprint will and can save your life pretty easily. It might sound like a low testosterone play, but trust me, you don't want to lose all this stuff. You know, so you want to play the field and use vengeful sprint and be good to go there. And then finally, when you're ready to make some big boy moves, I recommend getting a Crypt Candle. Crypt Candle, ability bonus plus 10%, but you do take a little bit extra damage from mobs. If you don't want the extra the negative defense you get here, you can go Muzak, which is also really good. Gives you normal attack and ability bonuses at the cost of a little bit extra energy per one. So let me show you this build real quick. I really like this build. It's very quick, so let's get the show on the road here. Let me show you how it's done, you know, Oxy style. And then like you just kind of watch him melt like that. Like, I mean, come on. I mean, vengeful sprint's not really good from the in-between mobs, but it still gets the job done. Let me just kind of show you a little bit of this action. And then like we're getting low on health and you D. It might be like him, oh, okay, so well, you know that D is really not that great of a heal. Well, okay, you only want to heal just enough to make it out of combat, and then when you're out of combat, you see my fish here, which was a tier 7 fish I use, is regenerating my health by 225% when I'm out of combat, basically. So it's huge. And with that being said, guys, that is it for the Clarent Blade solo PvE build. If you have any questions, any feedback, please put in the comments below. I'll try to read them and get back to you on that. Like, comment, and subscribe. You know me. You know we're on Twitch. Twitter is kind of a thing that I try to do. And then Discord, baby. And with all that being said, see you next time.